Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer. In our last video we completed the mission Phnom Penh from Diaz. This video is all about the next Diaz mission. It is called the Fastest Boat. Completing this mission awards $4,000 and unlocks the final Diaz mission called Supply and Demand. It also unlocks the third Mr. Black mission called Autoside, assuming you've already completed the first two Mr. Black missions. This mission is all about stealing the newly constructed fastest boat from the boatyard and bringing it back to Diaz. Tommy is about to say offhand, which is subtitled as 2 words, but I think it should just be 1.
You know who owns the fastest boat on the East Coast?
Not offhand, no.
Me! And I want it to stay that way. Every smuggler from here to Caracas has one dream: a faster boat.
Seeing Ricardo Diaz shoot down these pigeons here reminds me of the pigeon shooting collectible in GTA 4. Diaz just said that every smuggler between Vice City and Caracas wants a faster boat, so let's talk a little bit of geography here. Presumably Vice City is in South Florida because it's kind of a parody of Miami, which is in South Florida. So if you were trying to get from Vice City, from South Florida, over to Caracas, which is the capital of Venezuela, but let's do it by car, not by boat, then you're going to drive from South Florida north and west to the Florida Panhandle, and eventually you cross over into Alabama, then Mississippi, Louisiana, and finally Texas. From Texas, you can cross over into Mexico, got to pass over the Rio Grande there, and then you go very far south. Mexico is quite long, vertically north-south, and eventually you get all the way down to the southernmost points of Mexico, and now you enter Central America. So here are the Central American countries that you would pass through, roughly going north to south. We have Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. And then once you get south of Panama, you enter South America. Specifically, you enter Colombia. And I actually always thought that Panama was not connected to South America, but it is. You just have to make your way across the Panama Canal, and there's 3 bridges that you can drive across. There is like a 90-kilometer forest at the south of Panama and north of Colombia. It's called the Darien Gap, and some say it's the most dangerous journey. But anyway, this is just all theoretical, so we could pretend that we're just walking right through there, no problem. And so you're in Colombia, and then if you just go one country to the east of Colombia, you find Venezuela and its capital of Caracas. Diaz is saying that anybody on that journey, any drug smuggler on that journey, would love to have a faster boat to help them with their drug smuggling operations. And so our task here is to go get the new fastest boat, which is conveniently located right here in Vice City over the newly opened bridge heading into the western island. You can see here that I was really close to dying, and it's because I forgot how tough these bad guys are that are shooting at poor Tommy here. When I speedrun this game, I do a speed strat. I literally haven't done this vanilla strat in, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I had just forgotten that these soldiers were tough. So anyway, down to 22 health, and we lower the boat by going into this pink marker, and that's going to spawn some more of these bad guys, but I know you have faith in me. We can do this with 22 hit points, no problem. Get into the boat. Easier said than done. Look at all those bad guys in front of us. So once we get close enough to the boat, we hit the F key, and that will plop us into the boat, and then we drive the boat over to the pink marker, which will show up over at Diaz's mansion, and that will be mission passed. Health is 16, easy, first time every time. When you get into the boat, you get an automatic 3-star wanted level, and when we drive into that pink marker, we can drive in at full speed. We don't have to officially dock the boat. The boat will slow down on its own once you enter the pink marker at full speed. And that's another mission passed. $4,000. Throw it on the pile. Up next, I'll show you some fail states and glitches. There's really only one fail state, and that's from destroying the boat. So here, I've destroyed the boat before dropping it in the water. You destroyed the boat. I did. That was my plan. And in the next clip, I'm going to destroy the boat after dropping it in the water. And I still destroyed the boat. So exactly the same fail message in both cases. So if you're going from the mansion to the western island, there's a very small time save available if you drive straight towards this brick wall on my right and then just go forward but hold the right-hand button, and eventually your car should just barely get over that wall. Like I said, minor time save. So here is the speed strat. It's the one that I use when I play this game for speed. You just ignore the battle. You just drive all the way to the end here. I'll hang around just to show you that there's no danger. Even if your car's on fire, you're fine. And we're just trying to get near the boat. Even though there's a fence between us and the boat, we are close enough to that boat to push F and get teleported right into the boat. Easy peasy. You see you get the 3-star wanted level, but you didn't have to lower the boat. You didn't have to go through that process to lower the boat, which is awesome because those guys were tough. Okay, next attempt here. I've never tried this before, but because we've collected, what was it, 70? No, I think it was 80 packages. We got the Sea Sparrow here right behind Diaz's mansion. So I wanted to know if I could use the Sea Sparrow to somehow make this mission easier. Well, so the easiest thing is the speed strat I just showed you, but I'm artificially making it hard with this Sea Sparrow, but maybe I can do it the easy way, even though it's going to be hard. So my plan is to land this Sea Sparrow on the boat and then get out of the Sea Sparrow and immediately back into the boat here without touching the docks or land or anything like that. And then we'll just drive off. Easy. No need to engage in the battle. No need to use the teleport glitch with the F. We just get out. I'm on the boat. This is fine. The chopper's on fire. That's fine. It's not the boat on fire. Okay, now we're driving the boat. The boat's on fire and upside down. This is still fine. Okay, not fine. Attempt number 2, surely going to be better than the first attempt. Here we're going to be a stuntman. We're going to jump out of the moving Sea Sparrow, land perfectly in the cockpit of the boat, or possibly just in the water. As they say, third time's the charm. Here we go. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, good. Take over the boat. Good. Helicopter on its side. No problem. And we out. Okay. Sea Sparrow strat complete. Off video, I went over to the military base and borrowed this Hunter helicopter, and now we're going to see if we can take out all these bad guys using the missiles on the front of the Hunter. Awesome. I do have to be careful here because I don't want to accidentally shoot my boat with the missile because that will destroy the Squallow and fail the mission. But so far so good here. So the problem with this attempt is that it took me a long time to get my Hunter turned around and pointed back in the right direction for another round of missiles, and the police were on me and really shooting out my helicopter. I think I'll get one more missile strike in here on these bad guys. Get some! But my helicopter's on fire and I'm getting exploded. I'm going to cut the rest of this attempt. Nothing else interesting happened, but that was my Hunter attempt. So now we get to my challenge for this mission, and my goal is to be a pacifist. I want to use no weapons, no fists, and I want to pass this mission. I know it's possible to do that because that's what I do in my speed strat, where I just ignore everybody and sprint over to the boat and take advantage of that glitch where you just push F if you're close enough and you get teleported in the boat. I wanted to know, could I do this mission legitimately without using that glitch, but also no weapons? And so, yeah, we've lost about 50 points so far. Now we're down to, we've lost like 90 points, but we're in pretty easy. And in fact, that challenge was so easy, I decided I needed to make up a more challenging challenge. So here's my final challenge, and that's to use the chainsaw. And number one, that makes me slower because I'm not going to put the chainsaw away in order to run around. So I can jump, which is faster than walking, but I can't sprint. And also, I intend to kill everybody here with the chainsaw. I'm not just going to try to make a beeline for this pink marker. I'm going to kill everybody and get the pink marker and then kill all the new guys that show up. So we've lost half of our 300 hit points, and there's a lot of guys here, and they have guns. Oh, that was rough. Okay, attempt number 2. And we're just going to keep an eye on our 300 hit points combined. So we lost 50 up in there. I can't afford to lose 50 with every guy that I face. We're already down to half health, and I've only taken out, like 3 or 4 of these guys here. Okay, oh, this is brutal. I didn't even get into the hangar area. Oh, that was even worse than the first attempt. Okay, attempt number 3. All right, we lost 12 points on that first guy. This one hurt me. Oh, goodness, we're already down to 230 from 300. And we're surrounded here by bad guys, down to half health. These 3 in here are useless. They don't have any weapons. Well, I guess they have, hammers or something. Okay, here we go. Half health. I decided that discretion was the better part of valor, and I was going to let these guys come to me. I'm just going to hang out. I have very little practice doing any kind of stealth techniques here in Vice City, or really in any GTA game for that matter. I think there is one stealth mission in San Andreas. I forget what it's called. I guess the one where you got to retrieve that, the songbook or something in that mansion. Okay, decided to come out of my hidey hole. That was a poor decision. And here we go. Is this attempt number 4, I think? All right, we lost 70 points to that first guy. That's pretty rough. Okay, we're heading back in. 3 useless guys. Have some. I love the blood spatter effects on the camera there when you use the chainsaw. That's so cool. Okay, hidey hole activated. And let's just see. I think we need to be less aggressive than before. So we've still got 200 hit points now, 175. Everybody come around the corner. I'm waiting for you. Come over here. As long as they can't shoot me from around the corner, I'm good. Because eventually they get kind of bored of waiting, and they eventually get closer to me, which, oh man, this guy's shooting me through the crate. Art route, 110. Let's go. Just a few guys left. 75. Come on now. I think there's still 2 people shooting at me. Here we go. Still 75. And I think there's one more guy just on the other side of the hangar. Here we go. I hear bullets. Come and get it. Okay, I looked around. Challenge complete. We're good. So we started with 300 hit points. Went all the way down to 64. So I lost, 236 hit points. And then I'll just fast forward through the uneventful 3-star drive back to the pink marker. And I am going to save my game after this mission pass, and this will be our save file moving forward to the next video. But I do have a minute and a half, 2 minutes of housekeeping stuff to do. So first I'm going to destroy this boat. Now that's going to be pretty meaningless because the mission is over. So of course I'm not going to fail the mission for destroying the boat, whereas I would have failed the mission for destroying the boat while I was on the mission. But the funny thing is that the Squallow is still there for you because it shouldn't be. The very next Diaz mission is the next mission we're going to cover in this video series. It's called Supply and Demand, and it relies on using that Squallow that we just dropped off over there. So it doesn't make sense because I just destroyed it, and now it's not there, but it will magically be reinstated for the next video. So we've already done about half a dozen missions in that beautiful soiree outfit, but variety is the spice of life. So we're going to do about half a dozen missions in each outfit in this game. So for the next half a dozen missions or so, we're going to be using these spiffy coveralls. Now I want to refill my health, but I took a detour when I saw these pink markers here. I didn't even know that you could refill your health here. I'm going to shut up while we listen to this guy.
Hey, can I get some food here, pal? Slaughtered her myself, sir.
Yummy. Slaughtered it myself. Okay, so that one brought us up to 100, not 150, so that was interesting. I thought it would bring us all the way up to 150 like this heart inside of the sprunk container will. But the cost of that one was a weird number. Like if you go back and look, you'll see that it was $36. 36, right? Like not 25, not 50, not 100, $36. And I went back and checked the footage, and 36 is exactly the number of hit points that I needed to get up to 100 hit points. I was at 64 health. And so they cost $1 per hit point that you need to get back up to 100 health. Pretty cool. Okay, so that is the fastest boat done. Let's save right here, and we'll be ready. Oh, I don't want to get shot. Collateral damage here in my awesome coveralls. So if you have any memories or thoughts on this mission we just completed here, the fastest boat, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.